He won last time with the beautiful painting that is down in the Mural Park now, in the winners section, and we're really, really pleased to see him back again.
So this painting wants to represent the thin veil, I forgot the word. The veil between the real world and the dream world. And it's like a contrast with the orange light of the, let's say, the day, and the dark and the blue of the night. And in a surrealistic way, all of this movement wants to represent, wants to give the sense of peace and harmony. Yeah, that's it. Hope you like it.
And she can tell you a little bit more about herself and reveal her beautiful entry.
Hi everyone, this is my first year. This one, right? Yeah. Thank you so much for having me here. Like, I didn't expect this, so I don't know, like I didn't expect so many people, to be honest. Well, my work, before I unveil the painting, I like to represent women, and I like to represent metamorphoses and changes and those moments in life in which you give up on something and then there is something that is born again within yourself. So this painting, it is inspired in a book that is called The Woman Who Ran with the Wolves. There is a mini story, and that mini story is the Skeleton Woman. If you would like to read about it, that would be awesome. But the idea is of kind of like how a woman just borns again after. There's like a lot of metaphors behind, but it's behind all the idea of rebirth. Yeah. Thank you.
He's a Bendigo artist, and he has competed in the Mural Festival the last time we had it, and he did a fantastic painting. The theme that year was Paint Us a Song, and he did Rocket Man. And recently, early this year, a man came through from Melbourne and saw his big mural and said, "Wow, I love that, I want to buy it and put it inside my house." And Chris is mostly known in the Bendigo scene as a pop artist and does a lot of work around street art in Bendigo. He's represented at Customs House Gallery in Echuca and a lot of the Bendigo galleries, so here he is.
This is it. So, without knowing too much about it, I mean, it's a beautiful idea that I have a dream speech and the other song indeed. But yeah, this seems to, we're not quite there yet. So, and that's kind of what it's about. I'll spend this much, you know. Yeah, so and that's it really. So, I'm going to have a lot of fun painting.
My dream would be to go fishing, but I thought it would be a bit too cliche. I said to my wife, "What do you think about it?" And she said she'd like to be young again, so that would be her dream. So that's what this is about. We've got the clock there, the pocket watch with the time going backwards, but the Grim Reaper or Mort, he's trying to stop that from happening. But in a dream, you're allowed to do what you want. So the significance of the flamingo is that if you ever have a flamingo in a dream, it means happiness or to be content. I have savage dogs chasing me. And then the girl, the young girl in the middle of the painting, she's dreaming to be that young again. The autumn leaves are to signify the passing of time, and that's about it. You know, when I said this speech to myself, without people being there. It's much better than that. Anyway, thank you very much.
Thanks, Judy. Firstly, mine is not like anybody else's so far. I took inspiration from The Drover's Dream, which is a verse that was made popular by the bushwhackers in the 1950s and 60s. And I found a copy of that in my husband's Scout Jamboree book, 1955. So it tells the story of the drover who falls asleep with his companions, the dogs, and he dreams of these fantastic things happening in his dream. And of course, while he does, the sheep all run off because he's still asleep. So there's a lot of detail up in the sky, but that's his imagination and his vision, his dream. So that's my mural.
Good evening, everybody. It's amazing to be here. I've been just looking forward to this for the last 5 months. I feel a little bit like I'm walking in the footsteps of giants with the other amazing muralists that are here. And I just want to do myself justice during the week that I'm here, so I'm going to paint my heart out. I've got a little thing of symbols to kind of take me through what I'm going to say. So I was just thinking yesterday, I sort of sat down and thought I need to write something down because otherwise I'll talk rubbish. And the words of a song just came into my... Just hang on. The words of a song came into my head. Birds flying high, you know what I mean. Sun in the sky, you know what I mean. And I listened to the song on my headphones and went, that's what my painting was about. So now, sorry. So it's the story, the original story of The Little Mermaid, and it's about the fact that she left her homeland and everything that she knew for a new life, where she could love and be loved. And there's a loose connection to a Māori myth, legend of Pānia, so I called her Pānia. But it's also there it sort of relates to my story of coming from England to New Zealand and finding a place that I really love, and also the love of my life. And so that's kind of all wrapped up in the story there. So it's all about land of promise. So, you know, sort of coming from where you start off and just finding everything that you love. And the ending of the song that I had in my head is a new dawn, a new day, a new life for me, and I'm feeling good. And I am feeling good to be here, so thank you, everybody.
Did a really iconic picture down in our mural park where the winners are, when Murray Goulburn ceased, and he did all the milk tipping out of the bucket and the cows with grumpy faces, and it's a really well-loved mural. So really pleased to have you back again, Steve. So interested to see what you're doing this year.
Thank you.
Take it off.
What's this blatantly about being rich and winning money and being wealthy? Living the dream, and I'm going to read it as I wrote it. So, to dream of riches and wealth, to be in the moolah, cashed up, live like a rock star, a movie star, a king, a Kardashian, own a magnificent medieval castle, yay King Charles, and have exotic animals like tigers, yay Tiger King, lions, there's a lion, kangaroos, yay Skippy, and exotic birds all roaming the garden. Get a French bulldog, French bulldog. Call him Boris. Take him for drives around the castle grounds. In my Lamborghini that tows a caravan, full of gold, and home to my lion Barrett. I changed my name to Frank and Steen, not Stein, so I can be quite frank. Yeah, he did ask me to rewrite it. I would dress like a rapper, yay, Snoop Dogg. To be a tycoon, eccentric artiste that swaggers about eating chocolate, wearing gold jewellery and flamboyant clothes. I'd hire a large, scary islander bloke, him, with a tattooed face named Bubba as personal security. My wife would be the epitome of snooty, yay, Real Housewives. With excessive use of makeup, Botox, jewellery and faux fur coats. We would adopt a child, call him Chuck, and turn him into a spoiled brat, yay Angelina. And I would not own a Harley, yay midlife crisis. I would own an Indian motorbike which allows for greater artistic opportunities, such as a portrait of a turban bloke from Bombay on the petrol tank. Indian.
It's really a pleasure to be here. I didn't think it'll ever happen because it's like 2 years since I did this one, and yeah, it's been a long time, but it's great to see us all up and about and carrying on. It's really terrific, and yeah, it's good to be here. But what I'll do is I'll just read out my little spiel because I don't know what to say. All right, mine's called The Impossible Dream, and it goes like this. I have a dream, a seemingly impossible dream, to remove the harmful things from the world, do away with greed and hunger, war and ignorance, caring and sharing for all living things, and that one day the whole of the earth will be united in its thinking. I'm sure I'm not the only one who has this seemingly impossible dream. And that's that. Just a quick explanation. It's just basically, that's me, but that picture's not anywhere near as handsome as I am. So what I've got is I'm dreaming, and all these things in the world that we really don't need are just falling down into a big pile of garbage. And in the pile there's lots of different symbols and things and weapons, and there's money, there's rubbish, we've got way too much rubbish, there's petrol engines, there's weapons, there's all sorts of things, and batteries, drug paraphernalia, computer parts. I mean, we don't need all this crap. We need to start thinking differently, and that's my dream. And of course the colours at the top represent the positive side of it, and that everything's this is all dark and this is coming down and resembling the brightness and colours of life, and that's the rubbish down there.